Hey guys, so it's 2 a.m. again. I know I've been really bad about vlogging this week, but today's kind of been a crazy day. Crazy in just like the way it ended. Not really crazy in that there was anything like too exciting about it. But I guess I'll just kind of tell you because I want to go to bed kind of soon and I need to take my medicine. Shit. Sorry. But yes, I almost forgot. That's why I came home so quickly as well. Anyway, so um, I actually today was not going to be all that exciting for me. It was just going to be kind of a lazy, watch HGTV home renovations kind of day. But what ended up happening, so anyways, in the morning I woke up around 10 or 11 because my mom came in and was like wanting to talk to me. She was just like laying on my bed. She was like telling me just gossip, I guess, like, you know, I was reading this and that kind of stuff. And so, and I really don't remember what she was telling me because I was half asleep. I just remember I did wake up, and then finally, like, after like about half an hour in bed, I got up and ate breakfast, and then I started watching a lot of HGTV stuff, especially Property Brothers and whatnot, and then she was asking me, is it okay to go pick up my sister because she's going to her boyfriend's house and blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, well, I guess, because I ended up not making plans with my friend. I kind of forgot to contact my friend and stuff, so I don't think we're gonna go out. So anyways, I basically stayed home for the most of the day, and then when 4 o'clock rolled around, which was when I was supposed to get my sister, I was like, I should probably go take a shower and get ready, and I'm hungry, so I was like making mac and cheese and stuff. And so I ended up and then she texted me, she goes, if you're still at home, is it okay if I stay a little later? I was like, well, not as late as you're asking me to, but you could stay just a little later, and stuff and whatnot, because I was kind of lazy to go get her, to tell you the truth. But anyways, and my mom had to go to work at 5, so that's also why she couldn't go and pick her up herself. So, so yeah, anyways, and then I was watching like Glee, and I was like, oh my god. Glee made me cry because they broke up, and I was just like, oh, I like, sometimes, like, I guess I should kind of talk to you guys about this before I really go deep into what happened today. So, like, every once in a while, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that this happens to, you fall into a funk, and what a lot of my friends have realized is actually as the fall season started, like, it kind of brought this like kind of gloom with it. People get like the June gloom or whatever, but like this is like kind of like the fall gloom, where people are just having like those crappy days and stuff. Like this first week's been kind of like adjusting after summer and stuff. It's been weird, but I think something similar like that happened to me, and it happens to me, like, regardless of the season sometimes. But lately I've just been thinking too much and everything. I think it's some part of it is when I start stressing out, I start thinking about everything and stress myself out even more. Just like, doesn't make sense, but that's what happens. Stress makes me want to escape whatever stress that it is, and so then I start thinking too much, and then everything becomes overwhelming. I start putting it into like this big perspective and the big picture, and I overwhelm myself. I'm one of those overthinkers, analyze everything, question everything kind of person. It's not like me being practical, it's just like me putting my desires, my dreams, against what's actual reality sometimes, and I just really want to make sure that I'm making the right choice, and so sometimes I just overthink it, and it keeps me up at night, and I go crazy, and I swear, like, sometimes I'm just like, I wish I were in a movie so there was an end to this, like, insane need to think eventually. But anyways, so I was kind of in one of those funks, and then so Glee made me cry because I was like, oh, I'm feeling that, and Rachel and Finn, I'm like, I'm kind of like, that's how I'm feeling today, and that's how I've been feeling, even though, and sometimes things could be fine in one aspect. I just decide to overthink it and make a big deal out of shit. So anyway, um, and then finally I was like, okay, well I have to go pick up my sister because I also have to go to the bank and drop off money for the money pool thing, and then well I had to go check in my cash my check and get money because I was like I need to pay some stuff, which reminds me I need to make a payment today or in the morning. So better not forget that. And the reason I'm filming on my camera is because I still haven't uploaded the stuff on my phone. So I'll do that tomorrow when I do my homework and clean my room again, because I've kind of made a mess in the past few days, or the past day or so in my room. It was clean, and then I also have to do laundry because I need clothes. I'm almost out of jeans again. Well, not jeans, like bras and stuff that you need. Clothes, basically. Shirts and sweaters and that kind of thing. So, yeah. Anyways, so finally I went to go pick up my sister. It was, the guy just moved to a new house, so I was like putting gas, and I was like, I got kind of lost because, like, it's those little streets, and it was like 6:30, so it was already getting dark, and there was like this beautiful sunset. I was like, I can't stop for the sunset because I have to go pick her up, blah blah blah. And then I finally got there, and she was taking forever, and I was like, are you, like, I got kind of annoyed because I was like, I'm tired, I have a headache, I'm still kind of in this funk and stuff, and I was like, dude, you better come out like now. And then the whole ride over, like, I guess he was trying to convince her to convince me to let her stay longer. I was like, I'm not going back, I'm not, like, this is it. And then it was actually a good thing that I said, like, you know, no, because I also told her my mom actually kind of got mad at me that I let you stay later because she already told you no, blah blah blah. So as soon as I got home, my mom calls me and she goes, hey, she goes, Sarah, which is a lady she sometimes babysits for, if her friend can't do it and stuff, called me, and she wants to know if you can do a last minute babysitting gig for her because I guess like Val got sick or something and I'm working, and you know, you're like, you know, the choice by default kind of thing. I was like, you know what, I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the Saturday night watching TV, not really doing anything useful, so yeah, I'll go. Thing is though, my phone was kind of dying at this point, and this lady lives kind of in this curve thing, but finally I got there, and like they have like this really, it's not exactly my style, not everything they have in there is my style, but it's like kind of like this really nice open space concept kind of house, and they have like these really funny bathroom stuff. Like the toilets, like there's no flush thing or flusher on the toilet, it's like installed into the wall. It's really weird, but it's a really cool house. I don't like every little design aspect of it, but for the most part, like the concept of it and the space is really nice, and I love her house, to tell you the truth. It's, the style is similar to what I would want in my house, like this modern, contemporary, nature inspired look. So yeah, so I basically ended up working tonight, even though I wasn't supposed to, but you know, I got some extra cash, which is always nice. And I still have to plan my birthday, so I've been kind of putting that on the back burner because of school and other stuff. So I'm gonna try to plan that during my crazy week, because it's like the week after, and so I can invite people and they can actually come and, you know, make it a good party. So yeah, that was basically my night, but I did get through like more than half of the Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is amazing. Even though I did watch a lot of TV there, but like in an hour or so, I got through like the second and third part basically. And just, I love reading because sometimes like I finally got out of my funk, and like I'm just kind of still like analyzing things, but not so to the point that it like makes me, you know, want to like listen to sad music and stuff. So I don't know, it's just like when you read books, especially like something like The Perks of Being a Wallflower, where it's really those kind of coming of age stories, and kind of like they really make you think about what kind of person you are, I feel. Sorry, camera. time went up. So anyways, but yeah, so I'll be wrapping this up shortly. But anyways, the beauty of reading, just like I think sometimes even more than a movie, because a movie you can watch but still kind of be so wrapped up in your own world that you can't always entirely put yourself in the movie, because you're seeing a person that does not look anything like you, you know, be, you know, live in maybe certain, like, I mean, there's parts like, you know, like what I was saying with Glee, where I did cry and I was like, felt for them, and I was like, I know how you feel, kind of thing, empathy and sympathy and that kind of stuff. But I think a book kind of just does that a little bit more. It makes you really kind of like dive into that character a little bit more, like, because you're kind of seeing the world through their eyes rather than just seeing like people talking, and like, you know, you're kind of following one character but it also follows various characters. I don't know, I think you guys kind of understand what I'm saying, I hope. If you don't, leave it in the comments below and I'll try to clarify it. But basically, I feel like books have always been like just that one step further into kind of being able to kind of step out of your own world and, you know, kind of take everything as a whole. I don't feel like I'm explaining myself right, but basically with Perks of Being a Wallflower, just like with Catcher in the Rye, which is one of my favorite books, like, I don't know, just kind of like the beauty of any book really though is, but especially these kind of books where like, or like Eat, Pray, Love, where it's like someone kind of trying to find themselves without really trying all that much, or just kind of, you know, saying so much but also like not really talking about anything specific, you know. So I feel that's kind of what lets you kind of build that sense of clarity. And even if like, you know, you you don't feel the sense of like, you don't feel clarity as you're reading, sometimes like after escaping and into really deep into the story, like you come up and everything just seems so much lighter. Like it's kind of like a refresh button almost, like, at least for me it is, where you read and you just kind of like immerse yourself in something that you can actually kind of remove yourself from your own situation for a little while and take a breather, and then like, you know, dive back in with maybe not a completely new perspective or anything like that, but just like you feel kind of just more clear-headed because you were able to escape for a while and be like, okay, now let's take this again and see what's going on. But yeah, anyways, that's me getting a little philosophical, so I'm sorry if that might annoy some people, but it's what I do. So yeah, anyways, tomorrow my plan is to get up early-ish, and do my homework and do some laundry, because I desperately need to do laundry, like I said, and clean my room a little, which is actually not all that much because I've been keeping it mostly clean for the past few days, and you know, vacuum again and stuff. So I'm trying to get the dust out of my room. So that's pretty much the plan. Do my homework and try to finish everything before this crazy week starts. And you know, and then my mom wants me to go help her buy a really nice bag for herself. She goes, not too expensive. She goes, not like Coach expensive. She goes, but just enough for, like, she goes, I don't care about the brown, because like my mom taught us that, like, you know, as long as it looks nice and stuff, sometimes the name brand doesn't mean quality, and it doesn't mean like good taste. It's just a brand. Sometimes people buy into the name brand rather than really buying into the quality of the brand. So anyway, but she's, you know, she wants a good, durable, like sturdy, you know, good investment kind of bag. So I'm gonna go help her do that. Probably going to TJ Maxx or Nordstrom Rack, and she'll probably like very sneakily buy my birthday present, because she's been hinting how she has to hurry up and she knows what she's gonna buy me and stuff. So yeah, and hopefully we can go to a Sephora, I need more One shampoo. So pretty much the plan, I know, not all that exciting, but hopefully I can film my mom and she'll let me film her and her bag and her quest for this bag, because if you're a girl or a guy sometimes, you know sometimes how hard it is to look for a bag that actually works for every day, because sometimes you get a bag that you think is going to be so great and then like a week into it you're like, I hate this bag, it has like not enough pockets, or it has too many pockets, or too small, too big, and women are never completely satisfied, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed because my throat's actually starting to hurt. I have to get the medicine. I'm getting tired and I wanna not wake up too late tomorrow and not have a complete waste of a day. So yes, and hopefully I don't get sucked into HGTV and the DIY network as I have today and the past few days, which my mom actually mentioned something about related to that. But anyways, before I start talking a lot again, I'm going to say goodnight. Don't forget to leave your comments down below if you have anything to say about the books, or if you're also obsessed with HGTV and stuff like that. You know, you can also like on Pinterest, you can follow me and like pin it or something in a way that I receive it, or tweet it to me or something, if you guys do like the whole design stuff. But anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna go to bed now before I start this again.